talaga sila. Sabi ni Ma'am Wilma, maganda yung laban ng senatorial kasi malakas talaga ang youth vote. Ayaw na nila sa mga budots, giling-giling, depektibo at kikibuloy. Maybe. Siguro nga, ayaw nga nila lang artista, ganyan. But it also means that we have to recognize them. May boses sila. Now we have to watch it. Kaya nga, tingnan nyo, every time may kunwari, nag-rally sila or anything like that, I'm always on their side, kahit iba yung politika nila. Not because I want their votes, but because I remember what it's like to be young and idealistic, to fight for something that's so far beyond your reach, but you will fight anyway. That's how you think when you're young. Sabi ni Violeta, my son told me that with the result in the Senate, people are trying to change the narrative of BBM and FPRD, but of Villalobos and Duterte. No, not change the narrative. The story has changed. The narrative has changed. BBM was trying to create alliances with everybody except the Dutertes. The strategy was to isolate the Dutertes. What he did not know was na kung ganong katuso at kataydor sila, ganun din yung mga kausap nila. In fact, having an alliance with the Dutertes was such a sure thing because BP Inday refused to take revenge or to go after them to be as traitorous as they were in the first 2 years of her vice presidency. She tried to be loyal, tried to play the game, tried to remain within the good graces of the admin, pero they went against her. The Dutertes are loyal and they chose the wrong person to double cross. They tried to create alliances with the reds, with the yellows, with the pinks, with everybody else, failing to recognize that these people were for themselves. The Dutertes would have helped them out. The DDS would have helped them out. They didn't. They refuse to recognize that. It isn't trying to change the narrative. The narrative changed. Look at the results. 3 yellow candidates, or pink, whatever you want to call them. 3 yellows. Hindi sila nasa alyansa ha. Lahat ng alyansa maging green, yellow, purple, whatever, na nandun sa kanila, talo. Which means ang kiss of death was alyansa. The kiss of death was the administration. Ang bilis nilang nawalan ng credibility. Ang bilis nilang ginalit ang mga taong bumoto sa kanila. Actually, this was expected. That's what, ganito yun ha, alam nila na after midterms, lame duck si Presidente Marcos. After midterms, lalakas na si VP Inday at magbabago na ng mga alliances towards her. The Yellows knew this too, so they had to establish their candidates now in the midterm elections. Pero tignan ninyo ang nangyayari. So, alyansa, thinking that they could draw in all the enemies of the Dutertes and create an alliance that will prop up the current administration. Mali sila doon. The current administration, dahil they are so inept, they are so incompetent, they look so incorrigible, they look so pathetically corrupt, nobody wants to be associated with them. The first 3 years was enough to establish how grossly incompetent this administration is. It's so incompetent that not even their own allies can support them and have struck off on their own. So yeah, the shifting of powers, natural yan after midterms. Natural yan. And even before election, sinasabihan na ako ng mga mayors, ng mga congressmen, Attorney, pasensyahan niyo na muna kami. Administrasyon kami kasi hindi kami mananalo sa midterm elections kung wala yung pera nila. Pero after the midterm elections, babalik na lang, shift na kami ng alliance to Inday because we will be preparing for 2028. Alam ng administrasyon yan. At kaya nag-decide to destroy Inday para hindi na siya maging force post-midterm elections. Ang problema, wala naman magaling sila manira, I will have to hand it to them. However, wala silang accomplishments. Nakafocus sila sa paninira, nakalimutan nila ng accomplishments. Because in the end, that is the strongest campaign rhetoric that you need. Yung listahan mo kung anong nagawa mo. Pia wins because of Peter. Who is Peter? Hindi naman bagong senadora si Pia. Re-electionist yan. Nung nanalo si Pia noon, was on the strength. Wala may kilala sa kanya. Alam mo kung paano siya nanalo? Very hypnotic yung campaign jingle niya. Di ba? Ewan ko kung naaalala ninyo yon. Pia, Pia, Pia Cayetano. Remember? Can I say iba yung post-election glow mo, attorney? Actually, it's not a post-election glow. Last night was the first time na after pumasok yung mga election returns, tapos nakikita na natin kung sino yung mga more or less trending na mananalo, was the best sleep I had in a long time. The best sleep I had since March 11. Sabi ni J. Matthew, tama, walang nagawa, puro paninira lang. Si Erwin Tulfo lang ang nagbuhat sa administrasyon. Siya na lang ang survivor, no, ng administrasyon. Sabi ni Farmer Dad, this election is good momentum for PDP. Yes. So sana yung mga mga naysayers sa loob ng PDP, and hindi naman tayo immune dun sa mga naririnig natin na nanggagaling sa loob ng PDP. Acknowledge na nyo muna na without Inday, walang mangyayari. Di ba? I think VP Inday should take over PDP, but we'll see. Sabi ni Gerald, edita meme si Coach Jarrett niyan sa pag-alyansa sa Dilawan. He's trapped. Oo nga eh. Wala pa akong masasagot, Sir Dan. Tanong niya kasi about yung difference ng actual voters and official. Hindi ko pa inaaral yung issues but I'm waiting for more pronouncements from Attorney Glenn Chong and from Attorney Harold Vespicio. So, but today is not for that. Today is for celebrating and showing and consolidating our forces against the potential kalaban in 2028. Para dun sa, if you want to discuss that, siguro pag-aralan po muna natin at huwag tayo basta-basta mag-aakusa. Okay? Because it's a crime. So, ingat-ingat lang po muna. Ano na status ng Partido Federal? May mga naipanalo naman yata sila na local, pero hindi ako sure. In places na nagkalaban ng PFP at saka ang Lakas, obviously, nananalo yung most of the time yung Lakas, but we still have some wins. And PFP, alam naman natin na ang PFP ginagamit lang ng administrasyon. Ginamit nila in these last elections para ma-block out dun sa mga official recognitions ang PDP. Sabi ni Ma'am Janet, tama, talk is cheap. Walang nagawa ang admin. Sabi ni Ma'am ni Lou, yung asawa ko hindi maka-Duterte pero si Sara ang iboboto niya sa 2028 kasi wala na daw pwede kundi si Inday. I like that. Unfortunately po, hindi nakapasok ang Ipanaw sa list. Pasok pa rin ang Duterte youth. Sagip is there, I think. Sabi ni Ola, Attorney, can you please talk about PRD's win? Iba talaga si tatay, nanalo ng hindi nangangampanya. Iba yung naiwan niya kasi na legacy na hindi na niya kailangan mangampanya. Work from home. Work from The Hague. WFH, galing. Oo, ang galing. Totoo naman yan. Merong mga nagsasabing, paano yan? Ano mangyayari pag si Tatay Digong nanalo? Hindi siya sino mag-take over? Not to worry. Tatay Digong can be proclaimed the winner. He doesn't have to be physically here, but he cannot undertake the duties. So hindi siya makakapag-oath unless payagan nila online, di ba? But in cases like this, where the proclaimed winner cannot take on the duty